The cleaning of stone and brick can be fraught with great problems, as aggressive abrasive systems can destroy detail and remove the entire protective surface of the material. This is not only aesthetically and archaeologically damaging, but it can expose the softer inner core of the structure and so accelerate weather erosion. In recent years, great attention has been directed towards these issues, and far less hostile systems evolved, which achieve a gentle cleaning of the surface material whilst leaving the substrate intact. However, in each instance, research must be undertaken on the appropriateness of any proprietary system, as the composition of ancient constructional material can vary enormously, and no one system can be considered appropriate for all situations.
The system using the vortex is going to the surface rather like a corkscrew. It's not going aggressively at the surface. Although it sounds fierce, it's very, very gentle. You can actually put your hand in front of it while it's working. Arises are left intact, the detail is left intact. And also there's a patina, and particularly on some limestones you get this nice patina which from a conservation point of view is worth retaining, and it adds character to it. The JOS system we brought in from Germany 15 years ago, JOS stands for somebody's initials who was the original inventor. About 7 or 8 years ago we developed it further, and that's why it's now called Torc. The same patented feature with the swirling action, where you're using air, powder and water, is used on the Torc, but it's even gentler than the original system, and it uses even less material. On the shots we were seeing earlier, it wasn't so sensitive as regards the material usage. It can use less, so you hardly see material at all. The material we've been using this morning is calcite, which is crushed marble. It's a calcium carbonate, which has got a hardness on the Mohs scale of about 3. And it's just sharp enough just to gently abrade the surface, the material off the surface. There are other materials. One is called Unil, which comes from Germany. It's a power station coal ash, and that can be used on some very delicate surfaces. There is an ordinary calcium carbonate, but overall 70% of the cleaning using heavy carbon, as we've seen here, is removed with the calcite. What you're doing with any other system is sending material straight at the surface, and if you've got a very hard sulfation with a very soft stone beneath it, the substrate can be damaged as soon as you've broken away the carbon surface. What's happening with grit blasting or sand blasting is that the material is going straight at the surface and ricocheting away, and some of the material doesn't even touch the surface, because if you look at it through a slow motion camera, you'll see some of the material being hit by the stuff ricocheting back. But with a buffing action, you've got a lot more activity with each little bit of grain working over the surface and working for a longer period of time.
Well, Colin, basically what I'd like to do is keep the lance well back from the face of the stone, so we don't cause any pitting and any holes, which is quite easy to do if you're not used to that type of machinery. We've used them for years now, and we find like you almost tease off the surface. We come at one with the machine and look at what's going on around you as a whole, rather as opposed to like looking at this bit here and maybe this bit here. It's very easy to lose these arises, so we tend to put a higher bar on, about a 4 bar, stand well back and just like tease the whole area off. If we have an area which is particularly stubborn, we may increase the pressure and just move in slightly, but it's all done very gently, as basically the stone comes first. We're just trying to look after that really.